Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hi guys, we're here. I am the background, so you know, is the Magic Shop in Tokyo Disneyland. I am excited to be here tonight. I really am. I'm excited to have just however many we've got in here with us. It's great. It's great to see y'all. I'm hoping that you're all happy and healthy and wise. And here comes Jack Ledoux. Hey, Jack.
Hello.
We've got all of 4 people in here. I hope, and please, folks, tell me who you are so I know you're here. And please feel free to comment. Did you see the video clip? I know the other one stopped rather abruptly. I know, and then the second one came up. Did you see all those wonderful people we had on last year?
Yes, it was amazing.
Wasn't it great? Wasn't it great? There's Al Delfonso, who is
Al.
Who is somebody, you know, Al, of course, from our trip out to Epcot.
Yep.
In fact, Al just texted me, Jack, and said that he wants to do Animal Kingdom on the 7th. Are you game?
I will check my phone, and if I can, I will definitely. Yeah, I think I'm free on the 7th. That would be fabulous. That was so much fun.
Either way, buddy. Either way. I love to have you. If you want to come in live, just tell me you want to come in live, and I will bring you in live, Mark. I'd love to have you live as well.
Sure.
You never know who's going to pop up tonight.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, I did this because, well, we all need a little bit of a break and a little bit of fun tonight, I think. And,
yeah.
And you know, it's like downtown Beirut out in front of the house now. So back here it's kind of quiet, which is nice.
Well, it's kind of like not downtown Beirut, but close to Beirut on my lake. So there you go.
Yeah. It would be awesome, Al. It would absolutely be awesome. That'd be great. So, Jack, I want to announce to everybody, and I think you might have seen it.
I did.
Credits. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Ledoux is now an award-winning actress. And as far as I'm concerned, Jack was already an award-winning actress.
Aw, that's very kind. Yeah.
Jack,
and I didn't have to pay Matt Palm for anything.
There you go. You know, it's always nice not to have to grease any palms.
Yeah.
Palms, put up shots. See how I did that?
I did.
Okay. It's great. It's great. Jack won. What did you won Best Actress?
Best leading actress in a comedy for 2020.
For
Anya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike, and that was out at Penguin Point.
And I'll tell you, folks, if you missed that, she was freaking brilliant.
And Michael won too.
Michael Wazzy won too. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You know what? It was one of the best things I've seen in ages, and you know what? It was well deserved for the two of you.
It was fun.
Absolutely brilliant. I'd never seen the piece. I had heard of the piece, and it was so much fun. It was so very.
It was insane. It was insane. And that what was really funny was when Kenny Howard, who was our fabulous director and was not put in, and I'm going to plug shameless, Lee, was not put in as best director. And I think he should have been because he was our guiding force, putting it out there. But when he asked me to do Fringe Miss later, when we did rehearsal, he said, please don't use the Maggie Smith voice. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Because everyone will know. And I go, no, everyone didn't see the show. They're not going to know. And he went, yes, they will. I went, okay, fine.
For those of you now, we have not been on for a while with the show because with Christmas, it has been insane. We were doing live Santa calls, and it was just nuts.
You were nonstop.
It was, and
Yeah.
Jack and I did a few of those together. Which what a delight it was to be able to come on and you know beforehand Jack and I get to talk, you know, so that's great. And with the pandemic and everything, it was nice to be able to do that. I do want to hear, folks, everybody who's watching, I really want to hear your experiences with the pandemic, with what has happened to you. If you've got some stories, I'd love to hear them. I've got one from just today, as a matter of fact.
Yes, you do.
I went out to Costco to get some vodka, and then I realized, oops, they don't have a liquor store at that Costco. So I went to inside the store. It was a madhouse. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. There were a lot of people. Okay, I had my mask on, of course, as I always do, and I got up to the line. I bought some of this beautiful. Oh my God, they've got an incredible smoked Gouda, a wedge of smoked Gouda for like $4, $5. It was very cheap, and I got that, and I got what else? I don't remember what else I got. It's not important. But when I got that Gouda, when I got home, my dear friend George Mark Alderman, who's with us tonight, and who did say this about what you were doing, Jack. What a great part! And it truly was. She was brilliant, Mark. She was brilliant. And I got my Gouda, but I was in the line. I said, and it was a long line up to the front of the store. And you know, a lot of times, if you've ever been to Disney, if you've ever been out in the parks. And like, especially if you've been out there with me, you'll see where I will actually just start standing in line with people and form a line and walk away. But I said, I said to the guy, is this the line for the registers, or are we just kidding ourselves? In a joking fashion. And if anybody who knows me would know I was being silly. And it was the line. And then I happened to turn around, and there were these two fags. Yes, I can say fags because I can say that. Were standing behind me, and they were like this close. I was, whoa. I said, could you guys give me just a little bit of space here, guys? Because, you know, 6 feet. I pointed to this big freaking sign up here. And the guy said, well, don't take your anger out on us. I said, what? And I said, thank you. The minute I said, thank you very much. And the minute I said, thank you very much. And I turned, and he says, well, don't take your anger. I said, what anger? So there was no anger. I said, I'm just, you know, asking you kindly. And he goes, you've been bitches. I said, no, I really haven't. I said, and then he kept it up. And I said, you know what? You're a jerk. And that was the end of our conversation. Until we got outside. And then I'm outside, and he goes past me. Oh, don't get too close to him. I said, you know something? I shit bigger than you. Yes, I did say that. Yes, folks, I did. I was very good.
Honey, that's tame for you.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yes, it is.
But I think we've all had that experience, have we not?
Lord, yes.
Experience?
I did actually about 2 weeks ago. I was in Target, and I was just getting milk. That's it, you know, some almond milk. And I was walking this way, and on both sides there are people coming towards me on either side. So I kind of stepped into the middle. I was near the video, so where the TV things are.
Right.
And I stepped in the middle so they could go past me. And as one cart went past me, a cart with a little kid in it and a mom and a dad and everything, and they said, thank you. And I went, no problem. The other cart came past and stopped and looked at me and said, really, was that necessary? And I said, was what necessary? She goes, well, it's like I have cooties. I said, no, but you could have COVID. And she looked at me and she goes, well, I'm wearing my mask. I said, but if I walk on the same side of you, I'll be right next to you. And you don't know that I don't have it. She goes, do you? I said,
gee, I hope not.
oh, no, I just looked at her and I just went. And her husband said, oh, just leave her alone. And they kept walking. And the other people who had heard this exchange that said thank you were hysterical. They were like, well played, well played. I'm like, really?
Each time I've had to deal with that kind of thing, I've basically, hey, Ted, how are you, buddy? Ted Stearns, a guy I went to high school with, is in the room with us tonight. He lives in New York. I would be absolutely fascinated to hear about some of what's going on there, buddy. I really would. I really would. I've heard, I have friends literally all over the world. And
me too.
I've heard horror stories, I've heard wonderful stories and all of that. And I gotta tell you something. For me, it's I guess I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room, which would always be there for me. Yes. Yeah. 2020 will go down in history as the shittiest year on record for many, many people. Some people for more reasons than others. I have, I lost the single greatest person in my life. And I'm not going to dwell on this now. I'm not. And I'm not going to get emotional. I hope not. I'm not going to get emotional, but I did. I lost Christopher Height, hi, Ruth. Ruth Sowers, our stage manager, tech from the Diamond Horseshoe days.
Wow.
Just a few years ago.
I know Ruth from somewhere too, and I can't think of where, but I know her from somewhere too.
She's brilliant. And Ann Smith. Ann Smith. Oh my God.
Hey, Ann.
People out there. But I lost. There's Ziggy. Ziggy down there, but he's sleeping. So I lost somebody very important to me, and it sucked. It wasn't a COVID. It was something else. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. I'm watching, and I'm just going to very quickly say this. I'm in a grief group on Facebook for other people of my persuasion, if you will, other gay men and women who have lost their significant other, and I'm seeing some very scary things being said there.
Mm-hmm.
About I want to die, I want to commit suicide. Oh my God! You know what? Whatever happened, unless it was tragic, I mean by suicide or something like that, they're in a better place. And let's just face it, kids, there's gotta be a better place than this. And I'm talking on the best of situations. The best of situations. And Ann, we want to hear yours. If you'd like to chime in, if you want to just type in a story, I'll be more than happy to relate it.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was
a lot going on. What?
Can you see the chat? I don't know if you can see the chat.
No, I cannot.
Well, Ann just said, I can actually show you. Ann just said this, that she loves listening to our stories. God bless.
Aw, thanks, Ann.
We love to hear everybody's stories as well. But I want to say this to anybody who's lost a loved one. Honor them by living. And that's what they would want. I believe that. Mm-hmm. I truly believe that. And I will tell you the other day, and if you want to go on Facebook and look at it, the other day, Christmas Day, I drove down to Fort Lauderdale to be with Michael and Doug, my what great people. And we spent Christmas Day together, Christmas Day in the evening together. And I was down there about 5:00. And I went over to Wilton Manors and said goodbye to Chris. Why did I do it there? Well, it's one of his favorite places in the entire universe. And I just wanted to say goodbye, and I did. And I did a little something there. And I won't say what I did because that was between me and him and God and all that sort of good stuff. Not to get crazy, but thank you, Ruth. Absolutely, keep living. There it is. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. And I did that, and it was cathartic for me. I did not break down and go nuts. You can watch it on Facebook. I actually Facebook Lived it while I was there in Wilton Manors. And then I went over and had Christmas dinner with Doug and Michael and had just a marvelous evening. And we laughed. Oh, my God, did we laugh. We played a game called, what was it? It was cards, and you picked a card. You had to decide what from the cards that you had to decide an answer from Faces with Friends or some, I don't know what the hell it was called, but God, it was fun. And we were up to about 3:00 in the morning, and I discovered cranberry vodka that night. And tonight I discovered peach vodka.
Rosé. Hey.
You're drinking?
Hello.
Who are you, and what did you do with Jack?
I don't know. The whole new year. Now, I wanted to say, it's funny. Not funny, haha, but funny. Anyway, nearer the beginning of this whole fracas mess, we lost a very dear friend, sleuth friend, Christian. And it was Christian too. And it was not COVID, it was something else. But I'm sure that didn't help. But through the whole thing, one of the sweetest, funniest guys ever. I knew him through Sleuths. And he'd been Universal, just everywhere. Wonderful, wonderful guy. And when that was happening, it was so sudden. Everybody was, of course, grief stricken. And the thing that was interesting is the same thing that you were saying. There were so many times that Joe has said to me, Chris wouldn't want me to do that. Chris wouldn't want you to do that. Chris would want you to do this. And we kind of, those who were friends of Christian, kind of did the same thing because he was so full of life. And even though he suffered from depression, I mean, my God, but he was so full of life and so, no matter what, you keep going, and he always was there for others. And we were doing the same thing. Well, Christian wouldn't want me to dwell on this kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. And I have found that those others that we have lost, it's the same kind of thing. It's sort of a dishonor to not go on in the manner that they live.
I firmly believe that. I believe that by if you want to do yourself bodily harm, oh Jesus, please God, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get this to be a downer thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's face it, a lot of what we've gone through this past year has been, a downer.
And it's been very hard. I mean, there are people out there who are facing evictions, people who have no jobs. I just think pretty sure I got a friend of mine a job the other day with another friend of mine, and I'm like, fingers crossed that it works out. And it's hard. It's really, really been hard.
And my heart goes out to my dear, 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 dear friends at Disney who have just, I guess just yesterday or today was the last day.
Yeah, I think yesterday.
I read one of them, I won't say who, wrote that, 25 years or whatever it is, and I dropped my ID in the mailbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't have sent the son of a bitch back myself. I'd have kept it, but that's me. Chris had 25 odd years, almost, well, more than that actually, out there. And, I'm blessed by that because he was with me, and I still get my main gate pass.
And I'm blessed because I can go with him.
Yes, you do. And anybody, you want to go to Disney, folks, call me. I might be in a good mood. But I have been watching, and please, folks, if you work in the parks and you're in here now, if you work in the parks or go to the parks, please chime in on what we're talking about right now because
Mhm.
I'm very, very interested in this. I was on the other day and I saw on Facebook someone posted a video of the line to get into Universal Studios.
It
Not
was frightening.
not inside, but outside. But holy God, it was frightening. It really
It was very frightening.
I am very. Let me tell you something. Number one, I don't go to the parks at this time of the year. Period. When I worked there, I did, but that was a whole different thing, of course. But I am curious to know from you who work there, if you don't mind my telling me, and you can tell me in chat. I'm not ain't nobody going to tell me in private chat if you want to. What's happening? I'm curious. I won't use your name, but I am curious what you're seeing out there. I really am. But I saw a bunch of people without masks and all that kind of stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So
we both have friends who are working at the parks.
indeed, I've got some very good friends who are still working out there, and
I'm glad they have work and they have a job.
I'm
just worried about them.
But I know a couple of them, and I love them dearly. They're scared out of their freaking minds. And that's the word I wanted to use. I want to use a much harsher word than that. They're scared out of their minds, and that's bothersome. That's bothersome.
Yeah. I think, although I'm going to turn it, if I may, unless. Oh, I like this. I have seen some scary images. I can see it now. I finally hit the right thing. Hey, Julie's here. Hi, Jules. Hello.
Hi, Julie. I have heard so much about you. I hope someday to get to meet you.
Yeah.
Ann Smith, who is one of my dearest friends and Chris's dearest friends too, has said she's seen some scary images from the parks online.
Yeah.
And George Mark Alderman chimes in all the way from Washington. Well, up in that direction, anyways. Brunch, we can do that. George Alderman was saying the fact that there's a long line is so disappointing. It's interesting to know. Now, I'm not saying that Universal's right. I'm not saying that Disney's right. I'm not saying anything. I don't take sides. I don't care. I got no dog in the fight. Okay, but I'm
staying at your feet.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Disney, by doing the reservation system, is doing it right. They're not creating that line. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I have not seen any photos of that.
I haven't either, to be very honest. I haven't.
Now, I've been out there is that true? Yeah. When
we went to Epcot.
Yes, since this started.
And there was hardly anyone there.
There weren't a lot of people there. It was relatively slow.
Yeah.
But there were still people there.
There were. And I know, and you and I, as I had said to you, if there's a whole lot of people, we're out of here. And there were times we kind of scooted in the corner and let the people go by. And then,
we were with Big Al D'Alfonso.
Yeah.
What a delightful. I had lunch with Al and his wife today, his lovely wife today.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
I wish I had them with me. They gave me a deck of Mr. Rogers playing cards. Would you believe it? And they were little rainbows with the Rogers on it. And he said, "This was just screaming your name. We had to do it."
I love it.
Which was a nice treat. They're very good people.
I was going to switch this around a minute ago, and then I got hung up on, and Julie came in. But on the other side of this,
please,
there has been some amazing things, which is what I think universally we're used to seeing when things go, how magnificent we can be. And you were part of it out at the Plaza, St. Luke's, Gopar, which is still going on, all of that. Just being there for people, meals and whatever help they can do. It's just amazing. Tell about
that. I've got to tell you, that brought me back in contact. That was a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing. And that was a time when Chris was ill And
Mhm.
Chris kept saying, go, 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 do it. And that brought me back in contact with some wonderful old friends, Rhonda Day Ross. Rhonda Day Ross. It's hard for me to say. I don't know. Rhonda Day, I know her. But back in the days at Epcot, one of the funniest women I've ever met in my life. She was hysterical. Il Teatro di Bologna. We did the Bologna Theater. And she was a delight. And she ran that thing along with R.K. Little Kelly. And just, I got to see so many wonderful people. Well, you know what was a joy for me with that? And I went every week. I mean, I think I missed one week after I started because I had to go out to do the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And seeing all those delightful people come through, all of these marvelous performers, Kenny Babel. I mean, I could go down the list of people.
Mm-hmm. And Cammie was there a lot, and Laurel was there, and yeah,
some of the greatest people in our industry in this town. And you could poo-poo. New York is great. Okay, New York is great. Yeah, you see Ann Smith saying Rhonda's hysterical.
I was waiting. Yeah.
But New York is great. Okay, you can poo-poo Orlando. Big little bullshit. There are some very talented, incredibly talented people in this town. Amazingly talented people in this town. What are you pointing at?
I'm trying to figure out the way to put
You're pointing to the opposite.
that way.
I do that too. I'm out of the game, and occasionally
crap.
I step back in again. And as I said the other day, you may see some big, crazy things happening with me next year. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
But you are right. There are some amazingly talented and really good people. And what was very heartening for our business, and like hospitality and things like that.
Yeah.
But for our business in particular, to see the way that that entertainers, producers, direct, all techie, all sorts of people just pulled together to try to make things happen. When we were doing Fringemas, shameless plug, we just did Fringemas anyway, it doesn't matter. But it was amazing how we had 6 or 7 different groups, theater groups in the area, and they were all working together and do you feel comfortable? Is this comfortable? Are you okay over here? Let's be safe. Do you need an extra mask? We have would you want to, to make sure that everyone was so safe, felt valued. It was amazing how our community really, really pulls together. And is it perfect? No, but this was really glorious to see.
I think my personal feeling is, my belief is the people of this. I will hold strongly to this belief forever. People in this world, there is more good things, more good people in this world than there are bad. Okay, I believe
that gets better coverage.
Exactly. The thing is, the better press is for the bad stuff because that's what sells newspapers.
Yeah,
and that's shitty for the, excuse my language, folks, but we don't stand on ceremony here at this show. That's crappy, shitty for the because good news doesn't sell,
Yeah.
And in one respect, that's something I kind of agree with the big orange anus. I think the media sensationalizes things. I really do.
Oh, I do too. Of course, but they've always done that because, since the days of the Black Plague, for God's sakes.
Exactly.
Because it sells. And I think there's that whole thing. Unfortunately, it's like watching the train wreck or whatever. It's not me, It's very strange, but yeah.
Now while we're on the subject, let's talk about some good things that came out of this.
I was trying to get there and we turned around again.
Yeah, it's very easy to jump away from that. Folks, and I want to stress to you, if you want to come on and talk with us live in person on screen, I'd love to have you.
Yeah, we bore ourselves. Come on.
I'll be more than happy to bring you in. If you want to just comment in the comments about what we're talking about and say some things about what's good, I want to hear what's good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to hear what's good. I got a couple of good things.
Take it away.
Number one, I got to do this. I was pushed into doing something like this, which is a ball. And then you saw all those wonderful in the beginning credits. I don't know how many of you were here for that, but all of the people that we've had, I kind of made a little video of all the stuff, all the people, whether it was the stuff that I used when I was doing some cards for it and that sort of thing. But we've had wonderful people like Ron Schneider, Bev Bergeron, who sadly we just lost Bev a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know, was it a couple of weeks ago? Might have been shorter than that.
About 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and Bev Bergeron and all these marvelous performers on, and we're going to have more. My plan is in the new year, and I'm hoping I want Michael Roddy to be on. I don't know if you know Michael, Jack, but he's a delightful individual.
Yes, I do. I do now.
We did. He was on the Halloween thing.
Yeah.
He came in with the hey Jesse, that's my nephew Jesse.
Oh,
Happy New Year.
hey Jess.
He's a good kid. And I got to do live Santa calls. I got to do Jack. You know what I got to do for Christmas, which was pretty freaking cool. Jesse there is my nephew, of course, and he's got a son now, and he's my great nephew. And I got to, I was Santa for my nephews years ago. They don't remember it because they were too little to remember it. But I got to be Santa for my nephews, and then I got to be Santa for my great nephew. How cool is that? How freaking cool is that?
That's right, Ann. That's right. Hey, Ann, that's right. Ann just said, I think one of the things that has come out of this, we found new ways to connect with each other. Skype, Zoom, the show. Yeah, I think you're right, Ann. There's all new ways to connect.
Absolutely. I also believe things like the we've seen with the food drives and all that sort of thing. And, I got to participate in a wonderful bicycle giveaway over the Joy Metropolitan Community Church through another group, but they did it, which is amazing. That sort of thing. There's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of really good people out there. A lot of good things have come out of this. Not to say that all the death sucks. Let's face it, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I like to think. Jack, do you have anything good? What do you think?
Oh gosh, so many good things. Making connections with people that you never would have made connections with. Just throwing out, I work for Advent as an actor, go figure, which is actually a lot of fun. And someday I would love to have some of my other people on here. Joe, that's a show right there, the Sim Show. Oh my gosh.
I want to have Jack. I want to have the guy who shovels the crap after the horses on the show. You know what I'm saying?
We can do that too. But making contact with so many people who are out there in the field and we're helping. We all have a lot of friends who are teachers, and that making contact with them, people all over the country. Seriously, people all over the country have been putting things together for kids, for teachers, Black children, people of color who are helping other people of color get businesses together. That's the other elephant in the room. There's been some horrible things happening, and we've all had to, check our prejudices at the door, so to speak, forever, in my book anyway. But there's been so many fabulous things that have been happening. And I really think they do outweigh the bad. It's just a lot. A lot of them are not getting press, except like on Today's Show, one good thing of the week kind of thing. And people are there. People are willing to help. People want to help. I really think they do.
Indeed.
Sometimes they don't know how, but I really think like you said, there's an innate goodness in 90% of the people.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind, mankind, people are good. People are good. I believe that. I just think, unfortunately, we've had a line of, I don't like to get political. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Oh, come on. Seriously.
But we rarely go there with this gig, with this thing. Jesus, like somebody's shooting a cannon outside.
Mine stopped.
Yeah, mine won't stop. No, I live in a highly Latino community, and apparently they like to hear things that go boom. So that's all right.
It's all good.
Yeah, my nephew.
You're right, Jess. Yeah. Yes.
My nephew's comment on what I just said. Yeah. I'm not going to say. I think. Look, he was what he was. He is what he is, and you know who I'm talking about. Okay. But I think now we need to come together. I think now we need to pull together. And my belief is the guy who's been elected, duly elected. You know what? I think he is the man to bring us together. Thank you for stopping in, Mark. It's so great that you did. Mark. Very pleased that you did.
Happy New Year, kid.
It's wonderful talking to you, kiddo.
Yeah.
Wonderful talking to you. I think that's a great thing, and we'll see what happens. Nothing's gonna be fixed overnight.
Yeah, that's the only thing people really have to realize. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to take time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got some very good news myself. Take care, buddy. I got some very good news myself. As far as the COVID vaccine thing.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks into the new year, I'm for those of you who don't know, I participated in the Moderna study.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do something positive, something that would be good. What the hell could I do? Well, I could go and help give out food, or I could go and wait a minute, I can go and do this. So I went and participated in that. And in 2 weeks after the new year, they're going to call us all in to DeLand. And I'm going to go and I'm going to walk around. Jack, you want to come with me?
Where are you going to go?
We're in DeLand. We're going to go walk around the historic district after I'm done.
That might be fun. Yeah. If I'm not working, that would be great.
They're going to tell me if I got the shot or not to begin with. And then if I didn't, they're going to give it to me. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, because I work for Advent, and even though I was not one who was going to the different hotels. Yeah. God, I've been in hospitality most of my life, into the different hospitals. A lot of the actors were moved into different positions, and they were doing the screenings at the different hospitals and things like that. Again, to give them hours, to give them work.
Yeah.
So all of us were in the second tier, not the first tier, but the second tier of shots. So I got mine last week, and in 2 weeks I'll get my second one, and it's all through Advent.
For those of you who don't know, Jack, what is it you do, Jack, over there? What do they call that?
It's called an SP, a standardized patient.
Right.
And part of the education program over there, where we pretend to be. Oh God, I should send you some of these pictures. You pretend to be a patient, and sometimes you are doctors. One of my favorite gigs, seriously, and I love saying this. One of my favorite gigs is for the anesthesiology students. I think that's correct. So we are the surgeons, and we pretend we're doing surgeries. And then, of course, they code and they have to figure out how to bring them back. But we were actually told the second or third week we were working, when they used the crash cart at that time, it was live. It was live electricity. So they were like, you guys actors, back off. Do not go near the front.
Supervisor.
So we're like, you got it. And we're like, well, what if they ask us, as doctor and charge nurse, what if they ask us to help out? And we were told, you can say, you killed them, you bring them back. And I'm like, really? So
my God.
I know it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for us. But on the other hand, a lot of times, like with the physical, the PT, the physical therapist, and the assistants, and you catch them at the beginning of a sim, and it goes over a period of like maybe 3-4 weeks, and you watch as they grow in confidence, and they really start grasping what's going on, and they learn how to talk to patients like live people, and it's really very rewarding in its own sense. So that's what I do, and of course I was long-winded about it because I am.
That's all right, but you were. Yeah, if I never have to hear the story of the night before Christmas again, I'll live to be honored.
Next year is Rudolph. Next year we're telling Rudolph.
We'll tell anything but that. But Jack, please tell the story. Please tell the story about your recent experience that you told me the other day, where they pulled up your shirt and tried to pull down.
Oh God. Okay. Well, all right.
If you can.
Yeah, I guess I can. And because we're not using names. It was a PT student, a physical therapy student. And apparently she was not doing that well. These things are in very safe environment. We are told, we can't go like totally ballistic on them. So they're getting a taste of what it would really be like. And of course, everything is to keep it a safe environment for us, and especially for the students.
Sure.
Well, we were doing where they had to assess to see if we were having, was it kidney? I think it was. I can't think of what it was, but I think it was kidney problems or something or other where we would have had to be admitted right away. So what they have to do is go through their procedure in the emergency room. And what they do is we usually have a gown, and underneath it we have like a t-shirt and shorts or something like that. In this case, it was emergency room, so we had our regular clothes, but we still wore sports bras. And what they're supposed to do is just do this or do this, and not obviously pull up your shirt or something like that, and not go under the clothes, but go over. It is simulation. And unfortunately, this one young lady was very nervous. These were the finals, very, very nervous. And she just came in and we were talking, and she said, "Oh, I have to check your heart and lungs," and just went with my shirt. And I was like, whoa, stop, time. What are you doing? This is a simulation. And she's like, "Oh, she said, I'm so sorry." And I'm not using the accent, Joe. I'm so sorry.
Damn you.
Stop. No, I'm so sorry. Yes, I know it's modesty. I said, no, not modesty. Because this is on camera for the other students, because they're in another room watching. So I was like, okay, and the facilitator, educator, are you ready can you continue? I said, yeah, okay. Okay. Are you okay with this? You know how it works, right? She goes, oh yes. So then it goes to where they're supposed to look at your stomach and feel for, where the pain is and stuff. And she rips my pants down. And I'm like, whoa, I just jumped out of bed and I was like, no, that's it. I'm done. I'm gone. That's it. And the poor educator came in and said, what are you doing? What are you doing to this poor girl who was really nervous, but she didn't understand. And honestly, if she did that to a real patient, that would be lawsuit time. Because you just can't rip their clothes down and rip them off here.
Sure.
It wasn't an emergency situation where, I'm unconscious or something. And I was shaking. I was so upset I was shaking, but now I told him and we can laugh about it now, but I've also had situations where they put like you've had a stroke. And I don't know why we're on this. And one side is paralyzed. So you go to stand up and you can't use it. So they have to put the belt on you. Yeah. And one time, one of the students let go of the belt. So I don't have control of that side of my body. I started to go down and he freaked out. Yes. And the facilitator was in the room so fast.
You play it out to the kids.
Yeah.
Well, no, quite frankly, it's quite interesting. Actually,
it really is. It's hysterical, and we've done some, and we've because of some of the ideas the facilitators, the educators come up. We've done some terrible things to these poor students, but
this is great because we have not had the opportunity. We have not had the opportunity to have you literally as a guest. You know what I'm saying? And you got some great stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that's why we need to do one about that and bring up and have some of my fellow speakers.
Awesome.
And some of them are beautiful. Some of them are just beautiful. We have some that are heart-wrenching, and we've had students just absolutely go above and beyond. And you're like, I want this person to be my doctor forever. They're amazing. And then there are the funny ones too. I mean, we get to be mental patients too.
You know,
and what did Ruth say?
Ruth is saying, "Oh, this is
lovely." Oh yeah, St. Luke's.
It's lovely. I have seen on Facebook the good that is going on at St. Luke's in the plaza, and it was wonderful. A good thing with not working is I've been purging boxes of stuff. I moved here from Florida 14 years ago. You know, I'm still moving stuff around that I moved. Never mind. I'm blessed to live in a small town and in the woods. I've been able to carry on pretty easily. I have been Zooming with road friends and staying in touch. I can still share smiles. Doesn't mean I liked being off work. I miss my road tech work and I miss my friends so much. I just have to keep going. Exactly, Ruth.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and truth be told, gang, if more people had such an attitude, I think we'd be doing a lot better. You know what I'm saying? My nephew Jesse just said, with zero acting experience in my life, sign me up for the mental patient gig. It'll be a natural. Yes, Jess, it would. Yes.
That would be funny.
Yes, it would. I'm the only one that can say that because I know I love my nephews.
Yeah.
I love my nephews. I am blessed to have them back in my life. For a while I didn't have them, and I got them back, and I am thrilled by that.
He is. I can tell you that. He really is. You know what, Ruth? You are so on the money because bottom line, what it all comes down to is we still have to keep moving forward. It's you know, they were talking about the other day on one of the news shows, COVID fatigue or whatever. And yeah, we're tired of having to be home. We're tired of, I mean, the toilet paper hoarding thing. Oh, that's a whole other time. But I mean, hello. But regardless, you have to keep going. You have to take it day by day and find, and Joe and I were talking about this actually, I think on one of the trips we were on. You just find those little things. You know, it sounds stupid. The dog who fell down or something and made you laugh. A commercial that made you smile. A book you haven't read in a long time. A rainbow that came out. I found a new species of duck that lives in our lake. This cute little, just tiny little things that give you hope and just fill those holes in your heart to help you keep going. That's fabulous.
Yeah. You know, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. He says, as are we.
Yes. Oh, bless you.
That's freaking awesome. Okay. I'm a lucky man. I truly am. I've discovered that, you know, I thought that, you know, sometimes you think, you know, I'm such a bastard that who the hell cares about me? You know what I'm saying? But apparently I'm not as big a bastard as I thought I was. You know, I'm very blessed. Anyways, let's get away from that.
Toilet paper. You were going to tell a toilet paper story.
Toilet paper. I have.
You had two of them.
Jack, I'm an idiot. You know, I bought every time for a while. Every time I went to the store, I bought toilet paper. If I saw it, I bought it. And I've got so much freaking toilet paper right now. It's not even funny. You know, Ann, that's true. Ann is saying, I think a lot of people have also rediscovered hobbies or found new ones during this time.
Yes.
Here, I won't show you, but I have right over there, that side of me, I have a Cricut Maker. I don't know if you all know what that is.
No, I don't.
It makes, you can actually design stuff and to put on stuff. It's cool.
Okay, I'll take the word for it.
Yeah, it's quite a thing. I have not used it yet. I bought it, but I will use it. And I'm starting to build magic again. I haven't done that in years. Who have we got?
And you've done magic shows too.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Anne just said, hopefully these experiences get folks to take their mental health seriously. Fair enough. And we have to remember that there are role models for our youngins. We are role models for our youngins.
Yeah.
No, you're not an SOB, Joe.
Oh, come on, Ann. Sometimes he is. Come on.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you. Ted Stearns writes, 6 months now. That's how much I was stocked up before the pandemic shut down.
Dude, I like what Ruth said too. That's great, Jack. I have done a lot of role playing in first aid class and civil air patrol. I can hold my breath for a very long time. Gotcha.
And then she
Well
said,
done, Ruth.
I like collecting toilet paper. I've got, the other day it was very funny. I honestly did not think I went crazy. The other day, I opened up. I have a closet in the hallway, and I opened up the closet where all that crap is. Paper towels, toilet paper, all that shit. I had a package of paper towels sitting over there, and I looked at. I went, "Holy Christ! Have I got a lot of toilet paper?" And now there's only one of me, and on top of that, I got a bidet.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I bought a bidet. I installed that on my toilet. Let me funny story about a bidet. In Japan, I had never in my life experienced a bidet. Okay, and Mrs. Welljack gave you a little thank you, and for yes. You take care of that kid, okay, buddy? Take care. Happy New Year, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
And in case I forget, Happy New Year to all of you. I love every one of you.
Yeah, Let
me tell you, we went in Japan in my early experience in Japan. Now there's a Wendy's not too far from where we lived, okay, in Tokyo, in Shinjuku, and we went to the Wendy's. And I went into the toilet, okay, and there's a bidet. I did not know from bidets, okay? So I pushed a button. Now, in Japan, understand, these things have music. They have, you name it, it does it, okay? It's hysterical. And Ann Smith can tell you this is true because she was there. Anyways, I go in the first time, and of course, you know me, Jack. I'm going to play with this thing.
I know,
Anybody would play with this thing. So I did it, and I was in there for quite some time, and I walked out like this. I'm sorry it took so long, but there was a bidet. So that was my shtick. But and says, heated toilet seats, yes. The toilet
seats. No, those are great. Oh, my nephew has those. Oh my God, those are awesome. Yes. Hello.
It's incredible. Annie says here, my boyfriend stocked up on everything when the tangerine. My boyfriend stocked up on everything when the tangerine twitch shut down our research stuff with the Chinese like 2+ years ago. Oh God. Oh
my God, that's funny. I did another idiot thing. I thought I was like, I better go and I better stock up because you can't find it. So I went to, it was a dollar store, and bless it, they had toilet paper, everything.
Dollar store. God bless.
dollar store. Hello. And I went in and I had my cart and I'm, going to grab it while I can, before they start saying one per person. And there was nobody there. And I go walking out and I'm so happy with my purchases. And I get home and I realize that I did get toilet paper. I also got 5 rolls of paper towels.
Yes.
They were right next to the toilet paper. And I just kept grabbing them and like, what the?
I got paper towels out the ass right now. I really do.
Yeah. Well, I took a bunch of mine. I took them to the kitty cafe. So they would.
It's mildly embarrassing how much crap I've got.
It's not mildly, honey. It's not mildly at all.
I'm looking over here. I see. I'm in the studio right now, out and back, which is, you haven't seen it, but it's not that big. It's a tough shed. Okay. And over here, I've got magic over here. I've got magic all over the freaking place. I got my collectibles. I found a curio cabinet or a china cabinet on the side of the road, loaded in the back of the car. And I put it on the wall, and all the collectible magic is in there. And I got this and that. So I'm a lucky guy, Jack. I'm a lucky guy. I was talking about moving, but you know what? What a pain in the ass that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Christ, what a pain in the ass that would be.
And you just got everything set up over there, right?
Exactly. So
hey, I want you to look behind me. What is missing?
The Christmas decorations.
I know. I finally put them all away.
Yeah, well, hey, I took my Christmas tree down the other day, and Frank Ciano said, "Where, you're taking the Christmas tree down? The 12th day, the 6th day?"
Well,
yes.
Just a little bit in our house. Nobody really celebrated this year. It was a very rough year for my roomies, especially one of my roomies, and it was a real tough year. So there was no real, celebration. And of course we couldn't have anybody over. So the only Christmas I had was back there, which was the Mrs. Claus thing. And yeah, I took it all down and it's all safely stored now, and back to semi-normal.
I took the blow ups out of the front yard. I put them in the shed.
They were cute, though. They were cute.
Everything's put away, and that's fine with me. And I bought the Santa and the reindeer flying for Chris. I literally bought it for Chris. I really did. Mm-hmm. Webster is right there, so I put that in the shed. And that's okay. It doesn't need to be up forever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I used to be when I haven't had my own Christmas tree in years, but it would go up. It would go up after Thanksgiving and stay there until after New Year's. And the pine needles always had a real tree, pine needles on the floor, the whole mess. I remember growing up, actually. I did grow up. Isn't that frightening? Okay.
I've still not done so.
I was waiting. In Connecticut, we had a fireplace, the whole thing, and we would take the tree, and then we used the tinsel, what everybody hates now. But we would take the tinsel and throw it in the fireplace, and when it would burn, it would flash flame blue and green, and it was fabulous.
My house now, but it's electric.
Yeah.
I have to say, this has been delightful. We've hit 9:00.
You're kidding, really? How'd that happen? Hey, Patty.
Patty Accorso, God love you. How are you, my darling?
Hey, Miss Patty. We still got to do a Titanic show with all you guys.
I missed you. We need to have you on as well. We need to do that Titanic show, Jack.
We do.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do. And now that you mention it, I want to do the medical show. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you been?
That would be funny.
Stay with me on these things. We need to do that.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Because that was what you just described was absolutely fascinating.
And that's the tip of the iceberg.
And I will even stay completely sober for that one.
That would be fun, Patty. It would be. We've been talking about a Titanic show for a long time, and we just didn't have a chance to get it together.
Yeah, but we're going to do it, Patty, and
Yeah.
you will most assuredly be part of it. You will
Oh,
most
yeah.
assuredly be part of it. I, Jack, what a joy to spend an hour with you on New Year's Eve.
And all these guys.
I am so lucky to have you in my life. I truly.
Ditto, boss.
Yeah,
Ditto.
this is serious. Don't you call me that. Don't you call me that.
Well, you were my boss for months.
No, we were each other's boss. You
I know.
kept my fat ass in line, and you know you did. You kept me in line. Michael Samuel Marzella.
Hey.
Your Majesty. You know who that is, don't you?
No.
Oh, Michael Samuel Marzella was out at he played the director out at the Disney MGM Studios.
Oh, yes, I do now. Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
Samuel Marzella.
Yes. Fabulous.
Oh God, I'm thrilled that you're here with us, Michael, tonight.
Fabulous.
How wonderful to see you. Michael had a bout with COVID.
Really?
Michael had a bout with COVID. And there's one of the great things. There's one of the happy things. Michael is okay.
Yeah.
Michael came through it okay.
Yeah. We have quite a few friends. Our friend Big Dave in Hawaii. Stephen, Stephen, Stephen Pugh, quite a few of our friends had bouts of it, and they've come through. And Marcy, our friend Marcy,
Adam Graham had it.
And they've come through, and it's man.
I am Michael Marzella, Patty Accorso. Michael Marzella, the most a person who I have. Oh my God, I have so much respect for Michael Samuel Marzella. I'm lucky to be able to call him friend, just as I say about Beth Bergeron, Jacques Ledoux, all of my friends. I am so fortunate to be able to call you people friends. I'm thrilled with that. And trust me, all of you are here tonight, including Mr. Marzella. I'm going to be in touch with you to have you as a guest on my show here. Because
the stories.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? How much fun this is? So I am thrilled that you all came. And Ann Smith, you, because of the Japan stuff and everything else, we need to have you. What are you doing?
With Michael.
Oh, going to I gotta read this. Going to
Michael.
Suji with Michael Mark. I'll bet it was. When Michael arrived in Japan, oh my God, what a riot. Well, I got pictures somewhere back in the day of that time. Him and Joe Reed arriving in Japan.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, do you know Joe?
Yes. Joe, we did a show together.
What a delightful individual.
Many, many moons ago.
What an incredibly delightful individual. Joe Reed and I, I didn't say this earlier. I don't know if I said this earlier. Folks, I am down to 198 pounds. I had the bariatric surgery, and I'm blessed to have been able to do that. And that, I'm going to tell you why I'm blessed to be able to do that, because Chris gave me permission to mortgage, to do a second mortgage on our house, basically.
So you could do it, yeah.
And it turned out fine because my dad's estate paid off that mortgage very recently. And I am now a very healthy individual. Look at me. I'm a mere shadow of my former self.
You're svelte.
It's weird because I got all this happy stuff happening down here.
I told you the thing to do for that.
What's that? Oh, yeah, go like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah.
Twice a day.
I try to do it, but I don't have time. Jack, once again, let me say this before the year is over. I am blessed, truly blessed, to have you in my life. I truly am, and I mean that sincerely. No, don't even poo-poo that, because when we go out to 908 Mills,
Mm-hmm.
it's the highlight of my fucking week. It's all I got, and
Well, you know.
just being able to talk to you on the phone. I know, Patty. I understand. Look at that. Would you look at this? Would you look at this happy shit? My God.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hey, you know what? Look, it doesn't look too bad for 67,
No,
right?
Good.
No, a friend of mine told it, and all right, I'll demonstrate. It looks stupid. Looks stupid. Put your head back. You stretch your muscles. This is for Patty and Joe. The rest of you don't need it. And you pretend you're kissing. I know it's and you hold it for like a count of 5 and then relax, and you do it 10 times twice a day.
Yeah, well, I am now I'm going to be 60. Jesus Christ. I'm going to be 60 in 2021. Wow. 60 years old. Jesus Christ.
Old fart.
Who the hell thought I would get that far? I'm going to be 60 in 2021, and I feel pretty good for that. Patty's already doing it.
No, do it seriously. It does help. It really does help.
But I want to say, Jack, and all of you folks out there, every one of you who's watching the show tonight, who has watched, wow, I am honored that you would even bother. I truly am. Just a kid.
Yeah, Ruth, he is, right?
I love you. I hope we can get together someday in the future. I really do, because you are one of my fondest memories of the Diamond Horseshoe. You really are.
Honestly, I'm going to turn the tables on you. Seriously. Joe and I have been friends for way too long, but this platform, I think, sometimes you reach a bunch of people, sometimes you don't, but I have met and gotten to talk to and learn more about so many new people, meaning Ryan, and I knew who Bev was, but just being there and being able to listen to him and Roddy and Michael Roddy and just all these, and Michael and Doug, I never would have known them if not through you. And it has been a blessing. The things that we talk about, just having this time to just be silly or be nostalgic or just, and I have to tell you guys, bar none, he's one of the best Santas in the world, period. That's all. You.
Oh,
one of the best Santas. That's kind of digressing a bit, but doing all of this, it's like this hour, just an hour or so where you can just kick back, and it's like this wonderful little safe space. And you have no idea how invaluable that is to all of us, right? Right, guys? Seriously.
I truly adore you people. I truly adore you people. And I truly, because I know that the word bless is used a great deal.
Especially if you're a Godspell, but never mind.
I mean this sincerely. Sincerely, I am blessed by every one of you. And, Jack, Michael and Doug are moving to New York. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
Guess where we're going?
We're going to New York.
You and I. Oh, yeah, girl.
Oh, hell yeah.
If we don't sit on the fucking floor, I don't care, okay?
I know. I know. Hey,
if
I can drive from here to upstate New York with 2 cats and a dog, you and I can do it.
You and I are going.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
You are, just so you know, not to get, but you are, I am so blessed to have you.
Oh, stop.
Okay, let's get away from that.
Thank you.
Ruth, Patty, Michael, everybody.
Man.
Thank you. Once again, we come to a close of the Joe Zimmer Show. We got up to about 20 people tonight, which is pretty cool when you consider
Wow, cool. Yeah.
we announced this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, and listen, listen, here's the big thing. We've got next year coming in the new year. I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure I've got Steve Marshall from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Japan. I'm pretty sure I've got J. Michael Roddy online. I'm excited.
That would be awesome.
And Jack, you've just given me the medical show, which I think will be freaking incredible, frankly.
It's going to be fun.
And so that's 3 shows already in the new year.
And our Titanic show.
And the Titanic show, which hopefully we can have all of the great people from Titanic. And I know
Patty will have to be there.
Huh?
Patty will have to be there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know for those people, if I ask, they will come. I know they will come.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to create something great. I want to continue this show, folks, and I want you all to be part of it. Anybody who is watching right now who's interested in being a guest, you just have to instant message me and tell me you want to be a guest. I don't care what your involvement is in the entertainment industry. Right down, as I say, right down to the guy who shovels the crap after the horses. I want you on my show because you have something to offer.
That's a whole other show.
It is indeed. Jack, I adore you. Patty, I adore you. Ann Smith, oh my God, I adore you.
Ruth,
all of you who are left
you.
here.
Thank you guys so much. Seriously. Thank you for, you have no idea. I'm okay, digressing. You have no idea what this means to him. And I can never figure out which way to go with my hands. But you have no, shut up. You have no idea. I'll be the scarecrow. It means so much that you guys are here for him too. It really does mean a lot. So there.
I love you all dearly. Jack, take care, my love.
All right.
See you soon, I hope.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year's. Be safe. Take care. I'll talk. Well, Joseph, I'll talk to you really soon. We know.
There you go.
All right.
Love you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a joy for me tonight. The fact that so many of you came in to watch us really makes me feel good. That background behind me, again, is the Magic Shop at Tokyo Disneyland. I love you. I truly mean that. I truly do. You are so important to my life. Happy New Year. God bless all of you. Please take care of yourselves. Please get the shot when it's time. Please make it a better world. And God bless every last one of you. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.